What's up, everybody? This is the instructional video for your basic dynamic. Now, what does that mean? A basic dynamic is going to consist of troops, birthdays, party crew, and everyone. That is going to be the baseline for every dynamic that we do. That's why we call it the basic. Now, we'll use the basic, during the beginning of the day, kind of from the transition from lunch to dinner. It's just when we don't have as many people in the building. There's not quite as much going on. We still want to give them a good show, but we're just not going to do an activity because we don't have the amount of people for it. So let's go over it. So a basic dynamic is going to start with troops. Now your cue line for troops will be make some noise for our troops. For troops, make sure you are timing it with the music. The cue is built into that speech, okay? So one thing, make sure you're saying the speech like it's supposed to be. Everybody put your hands together and make some noise for our troops. At this time, if we have any active duty military or veterans, we ask that you please stand up and remain standing for recognition. When you do that, make sure you get them to stand up, give them a beat. Call one of them out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. A little hint. Even if there is no one standing, say thank you, ma'am, or thank you, sir, because people will not know that there is no one standing, and they will start clapping, and it'll help your show. Now, after the veterans, we're going to move on to police officer. If we have any police officers, any firefighters, any first responders, we want you to stand up also, just like veterans, just like active duty military. Call them out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And last but not least, any healthcare professionals or school teachers, we want you to go ahead and stand up also. Now, like I said, this is all timed out with your music. Once you get everybody to stand and you do that last hangout, take a look around the room. Let's give these people a huge hangout round of applause. The music should be going, God bless the USA. All right, and then it's going to start fading, okay? And then that's when you do your, from all of us here at the Hangout, Cole loved my singing, by the way. He's laughing behind the camera right now. For all of us here at the Hangout, we just want to say thank you for everything that you've done and continue to do for our countries from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Make sure that when you are doing troops, you are making it sincere and heartfelt, okay? This is a very, very important moment. For the Hangout, we want to show that this is something that we believe in, that we back, right? And also for what we're talking about, it's a big deal. We want to sound like we genuinely care, because if you don't, it'll come across as really not a good feeling. It's a very important thing we're talking about, so we need to make it seem like we very much care, which you should, and be thankful for all of these people. Now, once you're done with that, it's time to flip everything up and get that energy and bring it back up to the top, okay? Now, your next line is going to be, now, if you're ready to have some fun, let me hear you say, oh yeah. That right there, you need to hit them hard right there, okay? Because you just did this big troops bit, all right? And it's kind of a lull. It kind of brings the energy down a little bit, right? It's just a serious moment. So we want to break that up, all right? And get the fun back going and get that on people's minds. So hit them hard, Now, if you're ready to have some fun, let me hear you say, oh yeah. An important note on that. Every one of the MCs that we employ should be able to do the show without a mic. The mic is not there to make you heard. The mic is there to help you, okay? You need to make the energy with your voice, okay, with the tools that you have. You can't rely on the mic, okay? The people out here in the audience, they're looking to you to give them the energy, all right? So that's going to come from body language. That's going to come from volume. That stuff comes from you. So start it off hot. If you're ready to have some fun, let me hear you say, "Oh, yeah." There we go. Sounding good. Now, this is when I want you to get a little bigger, get a little bit more fun. When I say get bigger, right, that means chest up, be confident, own the stage. Now, if you don't have a stage and you're in a different location, same applies, okay? If I'm down here on the floor, I want to be seen by everybody. I want to stand tall. One, I want to look confident and act like I know what I'm doing. Because if I don't act like that, it's going to be a lot harder for people to listen to me and believe what I'm saying. So, if you're down somewhere where you don't have a stage, feel free to walk amongst the crowd, but grab a chair. Get on a chair. Anything you can do to be seen. The number one goal is make yourself heard. If they don't hear you and they don't understand you, they're not going to do what you're asking. Now, we're going to start pointing out birthdays, right? So whatever months you're in, we're in August right now. So we're going to do August and we're going to do September. We will always do the current month and the following month. We will not do 3 months. You do not do August, September, October. You don't. It's 2 months. August, September. That's the formula. You're going to point out your birthdays. Point them out, but we want to make sure too that we start getting people interacting a little, right? So we have a line that we usually say. One of them is, I want you to look at the person sitting directly across from you, and I want you to say, "Thank you for looking so good." Now, it's just a little call and response. You're welcome to come up with your own call and response. That's something that's not set in stone. You can play with that. But the idea is to get them warmed up. Get them to start doing the things that you're asking them. Because that's going to be the mode for the whole night, right? Hey, I'm going to be telling you to do stuff. I need you to do it for me. We're all going to have a lot of fun if we do. And this right here is setting the tone for that. Hey, say this. Hey, we said that. That was funny. Everybody laughed. It sets the tone in their head, whether they know it or not, to, hey, when this guy asks me to do something, I'm going to do it. So, moving on from birthdays. We're at birthdays. We're pointing them out. Anyone in August or September. Now, one thing to make sure you hit. This is a reveal, right? Everyone's excited for this. So, when you tell them, if you have anyone who has a birthday, people have birthdays. Trust me, all of us do. They're going to be excited about it, okay? So when you say that, before you even call out the month, right, they're already going to be making some noise. And that's what it's all about, getting them excited and making noise. So if you have anyone who has a birthday in the month of August, they're going to be making noise here. And then I like to hit it even harder. Or September. Point them out. Point them out, point them out, point them out, point them out. Make sure you stay on everybody about pointing people out, right? That's how you know, one, it's the first step to the interaction, all right? If you can't get them to point them out, you're kind of up the creek. So, point them out, right? Point them out, point them out, point them out. And I want you to help those birthdays to stand up. Notice how I'm using my body, how I'm being open. All of these things are portraying confidence, right? Or making it seem like I'm comfortable up here, which is what you want to be, right? You don't want to seem like you're not comfortable up here because the crowd's going to read into that. But you got to be big, okay? You have to be big. It's a giant space. We're trying to entertain hundreds of people. You got to be loud. You got to make yourself present. The stand up, we want it like that. I want stand up, because it's building the energy. It's building that drama, right? That's what we're trying to do. That's what you always need to remember. The show should not go like this, okay? Where you're staying the same level the whole show, okay? The show should look like this. Peaks and valleys, okay? That's across the board. You have to give them levels where you get a little quieter, okay? And you're pulling them in. Hey, come here. I want you to listen to this part, all right? This part's important. You got it? Okay? You've got to make it interesting. If you don't do things like that, and I just go, point them out. Now I want you to tell them to stand up. Now give me a drum roll on your table, birthdays. That's boring as all get out. Okay? You have got to make it interesting. The script gives you all the words to do that. But it's up to us, right, to put those levels in there where we're telling a story. Okay? It's a story that we're telling. And although it's not a princess story, you know, that you watch on TV, it is a story. And the story goes, hey, I'm coming out here to have some fun with you, okay? And I know where it's going. All I need you to do is trust me on this. And if you tag along for the ride, we're going to have a great time. And that's what you're trying to build, right? That confidence that they have in you. Hey, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy looks like he's fun. Let's tag along and let's see if it's as much fun as he's making it out. So you've pointed out your birthdays. You've told them to stand up. Now the next step is getting them on their chair. Birthdays, I'm going to need you to trust me for just 1 second, okay? Just one. I want you to take one more step. Go ahead and get on that chair, birthdays. That's right, the one you just got out of. Now, the next bit, once again, make it big. And you can see there, I'm not making a huge deal out of the chairs. I did give myself levels, right? I started off, point them out, stand up, and then I said, I want you to trust me for just 1 second. Notice how I brought it back down there. I got a little quiet. People have to listen to hear that, you know? And because they're having to listen to hear that, when I go to my next part, when I go, I need you to trust me for just 1 second. I want you to take one more step. Go ahead and get on that chair, birthdays. That is a drastic change in the way I was portraying my mood right there, okay? I just went from, I need you to trust me for just 1 second, okay? I want you to take one more step. Go ahead and get on that chair, birthdays. That's a lot different. That's how you're going to get these people interacting and engaged and focused on you, okay? Because that's exciting. It's interesting. It's not something that's going to stay like this and make you go, I'm not worried about that. Fun fact, if you listen to the same decibel, right, the same decibel range, the same audio sound, at the same decibel for a prolonged period of time, your brain will naturally tune it out. It's the reason you can go to sleep with your car fan, It's the reason you can go to sleep with a fan on in your bedroom. It's the reason you can go to sleep with TV on in your bedroom, right? That one's maybe not true because TV's got a lot of different things going on. But something to think about, okay? If you're staying at the same level, people are going to tune you out, guarantee it. Now we're getting to where we're getting them on their tables, okay? Now, for this, obviously we should make a big deal out of it, right? We're putting them on their tables. It's the biggest thing we do. It's why people come to our restaurant, okay? So, what are we going to do? Everybody, here's what I need you to do. And I want everybody's attention on me. Everybody else, here's what I need you to do. I need you to start a drum roll on your table. I mean, I want to hit them with it, you know? You need to pump the energy into them, all right? And that means getting loud, being active, using your body. Once you got them on the table, right? That's the hard part. And also, side note on that, hey, these people, they don't want to get on the tables. A lot of them, okay? They're nervous, they're scared. They did not sign up to go walk on a stage with a mic and yell at people like you did, okay? So, be a little persistent with them, because some of them are not going to want to get up there. And you can be a little persistent. Yes, you get up on the table. And if they are being timid, you know, or they don't want to, go to them. Make it a memory for them. You, what's your name? Scott? Scott, come on, you got this, bud. I'm going to do it right here with you, okay? 1 foot on the chair, you got that. Now the table, there we go. We got it, dog. Stuff like that goes a very long way, and at the end of the day, that is exactly what we're trying to do. Build those memories that people are going to remember and come back 10 years later, because, hey, the MC came to Scott, they drug his butt up out of that chair, and they threw him on that table. And we got pictures of Scott shaking his butt. All right, that's what they're going to remember. We've got them on the tables. Now, birthdays. Here's the deal. I know at most restaurants, you're used to the wait staff coming out, singing happy birthday and clapping their hands. Yeah. We're not going to do any of that, all right? Now, for this, you're really just building up the excitement, right? And that's all it is, and that's why it's written like that. This time, for this, we want to hit each one of these. For the first time ever, instead of us giving you a gift, you are going to be the one giving us a gift. Oh yeah. And that gift is your best dance moves. That's all we say. Dance moves. And hit it. Okay? You got to hit it hard. You can say it however you want. Either way, I want energy in it, right? Dance moves. I don't care. Say it how you want it. But make sure it's loud and people hear it. As birthdays is going on, interact with them. I see you, birthday. There you go. Get it. Dance. Be goofy. Just vibe, you know. You don't want to sit up there and stand. Last thing you want to do when everyone else around you is dancing is get on that stage where everyone's looking at you, or in Gulf Shores, get on a chair or get on a table and stand there, all right, and look like a stick. We don't want that. You need to be loose. You need to dance a little, okay? You got to get in there with them. I mean, they want you to have fun. They're looking at you to know what to do. So if you're not dancing and having a good time, they're not going to do the same either. Once birthdays is over, birthdays, stay standing. We want to wish you a huge Hangout happy birthday. Here's how we're going to do that. On the count of 3, I want everybody in here to scream happy birthday as loud as you possibly can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Good job, birthdays. Give yourself a round of applause. Be safe getting off those tables, please and thank you. Now, transitioning from that, we're going into party crew. Since the birthdays just gave us those excellent dance moves, it's only fair that we return the favor. Now, depending on how many people are in the restaurant is going to determine how you do this. If it's full, we're going to go, but I'm going to need a little help. So, when I say party, I want you to say crew. Here we go. Party, crew, party, crew. Party crew, party crew. You heard them. Report to the dining room. Your surf is up. All right. Now, that's how we would like to do it every time. As long as there are people out here, let's do it. It's a call and response. It gets them engaged with us and interactive. That's what we want to do. That's not always an option. So if it's not, then you're just going to come out and you're going to say, we're going to keep the fun rolling, but I'm going to need a little help. So, party crew, report to the dining room. Your surf is up. Same thing, you're just not doing the call and response. Party crew is something that, you know, you should encourage the guests to be a part of. We should always encourage the guests to be a part of anything that we're doing. Always. But party crew, that's one where we can really get like, hey, get up, come on. You know, I always tell people, if you know the moves to Cotton Eye Joe, join in. That stuff works. You know, that actually works, because there are people who know the moves. It's tons of kids who know the moves. And we don't want to make it so that it's like a show about those Hangout servers and the party crew, because obviously it's not. But the party crew is something that it takes all of us to make it work. I tell these people all the time, when they go out there and they put on a good party crew and they're all out there dancing and they do Footloose, people clap and cheer and hoot and holler because it looks cool. It's really cool to see when you've got 20 servers, 30 servers out there all doing Footloose and having a good time with smiles on their faces. Name somewhere else where they do that. So party crew finishes, and for party crew we've made some changes to the script. You're just going to thank your party crew. Make some noise for your party crew. Make sure you take care of them when it's all said and done. Now, we're going to do one more thing in here. This is another one, those levels that I was talking about. As soon as it's done, I want everybody's eyes on me. Now, we're going to do one more thing in here. Just one. Already right there, I've started bringing it back down and in, okay? But I'm going to need a little help. Here's what I need. At this point, I'm just talking to them. I'm not being loud anymore. I'm just talking to them, right? It's all about, I started up here, right? And now I'm drawing them in, okay? Hey, you listened to what I said the first time when I went, now. Now, if you want to hear the rest of what I have to say, which I made sound so important, you're going to have to focus even more. So, now, here's what I need everyone to do. I need everyone to stop what you're doing. Give it a beat. Slide out your chairs and stand on up. And that's everybody, y'all. Slide them out. Here we go. I'm bringing my levels back up again. Slide them out. Stand on up. There we go. There we go. You, sir, right there. Especially you. I need you to slide that chair out and stand up. Please don't make me come over there to you. It'll be awkward for all of us. Hit it, DJ. That's the gist, right, of Everyone Dance. Everyone Dance, get them up. Get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. If you were on this stage and they are not getting up, get off it. Very simple. If they're not getting up, go to them. Go to them, go to them, go to them. Hey, you, stand up. Come on, be a part of this. I want you to be a part of this. You, come on, let's go. Come on. Stand up. We're going to have some fun. Trust me, guys. Don't be scared. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm right here in this with y'all. Let's do it. It works. You got to show them, hey, guys, I'm here with y'all. We're going to have fun. I'm not going to let you not have fun, right? So slide that chair out. You, right here, slide it out. Come on, I got you. You got to stay on them. You got to stay on them. People are timid anyways, you know. They don't want to bring spotlight to themselves. At least 90% of them don't. So poke them. Just a little. Hey, you. You. Slide it out. Once that's done, you'll say, hang out, make some noise, or give yourself a round of applause, or hang out, somebody scream, either one of those. Then we'll go to our outro. Now, for the outro is going to be very simple. It's just going to say, thank you for coming to the Hangout. Wherever your location it is, you will have a different tagline, whether it be where the 59 ends and the fun begins, or the boardwalk ends and the fun begins. Next, for both locations, no matter where you are, it should be, make sure you stop by our one-stop fun shop. You know, your cool Hangout gifts and apparel. Also, we have our foam party happening directly after this. Be sure to go out there and take the kids out there for that. If we have a band, you'll tell about the band. Tonight at 6 p.m., we have Painted Man performing outside on our main stage. They're a phenomenal band. Be sure to come back and check them out also. That's going to be it for me, everybody. So sit back, relax, enjoy your food, enjoy the view, and always remember, it's a perfect day to have a perfect day. Thank y'all. And that's the show. Nice and easy, nice and simple. The main thing that we want to remember, like I said, is crowd interaction. Being big with our bodies, okay? Being noticeable. And making sure we're giving energy to the crowd. Focus on those things, and it'll be a pretty easy show for you.